Satya Dharma Reflection on March 20th, 2022. It's well to unwind from the disregarding. Don't be just with stillness or indifference or disregarding. That's still realm of existence. Disregard, even from the disregard itself constantly, so that it will just let go of normality. Or that ordinariness that is still ongoing. Already said, there's no exception, even with ordinariness. This is the delusion which is in the neutral level, is the neutral delusion which is still neutral karma. Don't leave it. Disregard, even from the disregard itself constantly, so that there's nothing within being ordinary or not. This is not about returning to normality. What is there within normality? This is all about Tithi. What is it within emptiness? This is all about Tithi. Disregard, even from the disregard itself constantly. So that there will be no significance and meanings and involvements within anything. Nothing is within being still or not, ordinary or not. So then there will be no significance and meanings and involvements with anything. Then it will be aligned with the essence of that which is not even known. Uninvolved even within the uninvolved itself as it is. Don't be busy cutting anything, cutting the cutting itself. Uninvolved, even within the uninvolved itself, is the cutting that cuts through itself. Unwinding discards itself, unwind the unwinding itself, without grasping the unwinding itself. Delusively trying to be empty, trying to let go, that is Tithi. Disregard, even from the disregard itself. Uninvolved with the putting down itself. In such a way, is the putting down that puts down itself. It's not about trying to put down anything. Use it for a blessing. use it with the blessing. Disregard, even from the disregard itself, to be given simultaneously with all and everything, it will be automatic purification of emptiness and extinction. This is for the blessing. It is not about trying to reach, trying to have, to be, to gain. It is for the blessing. Then there will be no pitfalls. If doing it to gain, the conclusion for gaining, to gaining, to gaining, is a pitfall. It will turn into realm of existence because of the gaining itself, the grasping itself. Obtaining the liberation, obtaining detachment, this is grasping that which is not about grasping. That is the delusion, which is still realm of existence. Therefore, disregard, even from the disregard itself, this is no grasping, even the non-grasping itself. It cannot be careless with anything at all. Even ordinariness is realm of existence. Uninvolved, even within the uninvolved itself, continuously. Disregard, even from the disregard itself, continuously. It will give ending to all about the noble path, not to be obsessed with noble path on and on. What is it that is all about noble ones or worldlings? Significance and meanings and involvements on and on. It's impossible to give ending, whether it is noble path or the result of the noble path. It's still circling. Nibbana itself is not it. Why being obsessed to be something? This is the fixation to the assumed titi. Why being obsessed to be deluded or not, on and on. That which is uninvolved, even within the uninvolved itself, it has nothing to do with being deluded or not at all. It's not about anything within being deluded or not. Why being obsessed to become the noble ones or worldlings, on and on. Don't be obsessed with the delusion which is neutral, ordinariness, thinking that there is nothing. Actually, there is something. It's a kind of delusion. Uninvolved, even within the uninvolved itself, let's purify it. Purify the uninvolved itself. Disregard, even from the disregard itself, purify the disregard itself. The disregard purifies itself. Then it will not be about anything within disregarding or not automatically. Don't be busy using the titi or viewpoints for the practice, trying to disregard in this way and that way, being obsessed with attempting to disregard. This is the practice of titi, of viewpoints. The disregard turns into titi. it doesn't purify itself, disregard even from the disregard itself. Then it will not be about anything within disregarding or not automatically. This is not about using Titi for the practice. Titi is like the fixation to one's own viewpoints. The assumed thoughts purifies itself constantly, cut through itself constantly. All that stillness and indifference, even a tiny bit, is still a realm of existence. Why being obsessed with realms of existence in the levels of high, medium and low, on and on? Why being obsessed with realms within the mind and Dharma realms within the mind, on and on? This is the obsession and clinging within conditions, attributes and Dharma, which is endless. Even disregard has nothing to do with itself. Even the emptiness has nothing to do with itself. No grasping, even the non-grasping itself. The non-grasping purifies itself. It's not about being obsessed to grasp or not grasp. This is all about Titi. Not grasping the mind, not grasping Dharma, not grasping the world. This is the obsession with grasping or not grasping. This is still Titi. No grasping, even the non-grasping itself. This is not about being obsessed with not grasping, no grasping, even the non-grasping itself. Then it will not be only about looking good. Thinking that no grasping already looks good. this is still being stuck with looking good.
ไปไม่เอาแล้ว
What is it that is not grasping?
ยังเป็นทิฏฐิอยู่สิ
It's still titi,
เป็นโมหะทิฏฐิอยู่
delusive
เอา
viewpoints.
แม้กระทั่งไม่เอาเอง
No
สิ
grasping, even the non-grasping itself.
ไม่เอาแล้วไม่เอาเอง
Non-grasping purifies itself.
อย่าให้เป็นทิฏฐิ
Don't let it become titi, fixation to
เอา
viewpoints.
อย่างนั้นไม่เอาอย่างนี้
Not grasping like this, like that.
อย่ามัวแต่ทิฏฐิ
So don't be obsessed with titi regarding not grasping. No grasping, even the non-grasping
ไม่
itself.
ใช่อะไรไม่เอาไม่ใช่อะไร
Then
ไม่เอา
it will not be about
เอง
anything within grasping or non-grasping automatically.
มันจะได้ไม่แค่ดูดี
Then it will not be only about looking good.
ปฏิบัติดีเหรอปฏิบัติชอบเหรอ
Good practice,
หลงแล้วสิ
well practice, right practice, this is all about
มัน
delusion.
ไม่เกี่ยวกับดี
That which has nothing to do with goodness or
มัน
badness.
ไม่เกี่ยวแม้กระทั่งไม่เกี่ยวเอง
That which is uninvolved, even within the uninvolved itself.
ดีกันได้อย่างไร
How can it become
ทิฏฐิจักขันแล้วสิ
goodness and badness? This is all about
แต่
titi.
ทิฏฐิอุปโลก
The titi that is
อุปโลก
organized, such a thought, such a viewpoint. Assume up only titi.
มาจากไหนเล่าไอ้สุ
Where is it from? All that
ทิฏฐิอุปโลกนั้น
Pali word supatipanno. This is all about
สิ่งที่มัน
assume
ไม่เกี่ยว
behaviors.
ไม่เกี่ยวเองเนี่ย
That which is uninvolved, even within the uninvolved
จะ
itself.
ไม่ใช่ทั้งผู้บรรลุหรือไม่
It will have nothing to do with the one who is
มันจะไม่ใช่
enlightened or
ผู้
not,
ปฏิบัติอะไร
the one who is practiced or not.
จะได้ตรงต่อนิพพานอยู่แล้ว
Then it will be aligned with Nibbana as it
นิ
is.
พพานเอง
Nibbana that is not about Nibbana
ได้เอา
itself.
ไปเป็นทิฏฐิ
Don't let it become
นิพพานอ
titi.
ย่างนั้นนิพพาน
Nibbana like this, Nibbana like
เป็น
that.
ทิฏฐิไปหมด
This is taken as titi.
นิพพานที่ไม่ใช่แม้กระทั่งนิพพาน
Nibbana
เอง
is not Nibbana itself.
นิพพานที่ไม่มีความหมาย
Nibbana that has no meaning as Nibbana itself.